Mr. James from Charm City Karate. This is our technique series. We're going to do guns today, so we put together all the gun disarms in one nice video for you. So, you have 3 basic front disarms, a rear disarm, and then we're going to do a long gun disarm. As we go through, you're going to have nice little links to the actual techniques that the disarms work in. Your first disarm is an inside disarm. What that means is we're going to disarm it to the inside of Max's body. So you got this gun up against you or close enough to reach without having to take a step. You're going to take your outside hand, you're going to pivot your body offline, because if this thing goes off and you're standing in front of it, you don't get to do a disarm. All right? You're going to pivot your body offline, your hand's going to come up and push this thing away from you. You notice my feet don't move. You move your feet, you die. Push this offside. You're going to bring your free hand up, push the gun towards him. This is where his thumb gets broken. And then we're going to pull this straight back through his fingers and step back. Adjust so we have control of the weapon. If you need to, you can shoot him. All right? So one more time. Pivot, take control, step back. A lot of times, somewhere in there, he'll shoot himself. Oops, see it? This hand comes up, pivot, drive, step back. And now you have an outside gun disarm. This is called an outside because it's going to go to the outside of his body. Okay? So you bring your inside hand up. You're going to pivot again. Push this to the outside of your body. Free hand comes up, makes contact with the barrel, it rotates it this way. Okay? And then you're going to pull towards his thumb. Here, same thing. All right? All right? So, you're doing the outside. You're going to push this so you get offline. Drive the gun towards him. Step back. Then you have an immediate gun disarm. This one is if you have people on both sides. All right? Generally, whether you do an inside or an outside is dictated by where there are people you don't want to get shot. Okay? If your girlfriend's on this side, you do an outside gun disarm. Okay? You got somebody on this side you don't want to get shot, you do it this way. Guns go off a lot when you do a disarm. If you got people on both sides, you got to keep it all right here. So this one, what happens is your free hand, your weak hand, I guess you would say, is going to drop on top of his arm, kind of like a wet towel. Your good hand's going to come up underneath. You're going to use the V of your hand underneath the barrel. You're going to drive it straight up. Now the problem here is this is going to stay on your center line. So what you have to do is drop off to the side like you're slipping a punch. So this is going to come down, this is going to come up, just like that. And then you're going to punch this into the ground. As you can see, it's not very comfortable for Mr. Max. If the gun goes off somewhere in there, it's going to be into the ceiling or him. Again, too bad. Step back. So this comes down, this comes up. Here, punch down, step back. The time to do most of these is when he says something stupid like put your hands up or give me your money, so that he expects to see you move. You do this, you take the gun. Help, help. When the gun's behind you, you need to make sure that you know he has a gun and you know which hand it's in. Okay? If you try to be all fancy and do a gun disarm and it turns out that it's his fingers and the gun's in the other hand, you're going to get shot. You're going to feel stupid. Okay? So, what's going to happen here is you're going to turn, your arm's going to come down, you're going to loop this around and around, you're going to take the gun and step back. Help, help, look, make sure you can see the gun, bring this around and around, take the gun. Help, right? Okay, make sure you can see the gun, bring this down and around, take the gun. Alright, so not too many people will show you a long gun disarm. Long gun can be a rifle, a shotgun, anything that's long. Usually it's going to be a shotgun because that's what most people have in their house. We're going to do this one kind of slow because it's hard to do without busting Mr. Max in the face. If we go fast, he's definitely getting busted in the face. So, a lot of people think these are harder. You actually have a lot more leverage with this. If you notice, I can kind of move this around pretty easy with just my finger. Same thing here though, I got to be able to touch it without moving my feet. Front hand, whichever one I want, doesn't really matter. is going to move this barrel out of the way as I step off. Then I'm going to grab. I'm going to step in, grab in between his two hands, close to his body. I'm going to push up and roll both my hands, and that's going to take it's going to take the stock of the weapon and slam it up into his head. And I'm going to move back to where he can't grab it. So from here, you're going to turn, move this off, step in, rotate, and punch up. Step back, reverse the weapon. Same basic procedure. Move the weapon offline. Step in. This time you're going to come up between his arms here. Punch through. Step back. Okay? So pivot here. Step up. Punch through. Step back. Okay? So one time to the inside. You're going to pivot. Step. And then shoot this up into his head. Step back. Then we're going to go to the outside this time. So you're going to pivot here, step, punch this up through, and step back, sir. All right, so I'm Mr. James at Charm City Karate. There are your gun disarms. Practice. You want to do those 1,000 times slow for every time you're going to do it fast. Hope you enjoy them. We'll see you in class.